In Soviet Georgia, while rebel forces were shelling the parliament building in their unrelenting drive...
Life is normal. Residents of Tbilisi gaze on the shelling with detached amazement. Big majorities voted for Gamsakurdia in free elections just last May. And many...
My grandparents were all Greeks. But we lived in Georgia. The good part that I remember is that the people are warm. I used to live in a building with 14 floors, and there were like so many apartments, and we almost knew each and everybody. People know each other there, you know, like they're hospitable, they speak with each other. So that's the good part about Georgia. And you know, with the Soviet Union, you could not leave. So once the Soviet Union collapsed, like, it was unsafe. So we decided to move to Greece, like in 1992. So my mother-in-law did the paperwork for my wife. And, you know, it's a long process. Like 13 years later, my mother-in-law calls my wife and says, "Guess what, I got an email. Do you still want to come to America?" You know what, I always wanted to try making movies. Let's try America. And, you know, that's how we ended up here. I knew somebody in LA, so I'll go. So I bought an old Ford Taurus and I drove to LA. I ran out of money quickly and I realized it's not working out. I need to find a job quickly. Dreaming of being a filmmaker is one thing. I have a family to feed. One day, maybe.
Turn left on Midway Drive.
The guy put his name, but I can barely read his name. So he says six boxes are damaged or something. So, I mean. By the time I moved to Chicago, I was already 4 years into owning trucks. I had 5 at some point. I did not know the business I'm getting into, so I failed in this business. So I had to file for bankruptcy. I had to exit this business, and unfortunately, this was the only way. So I'm still paying off something, one of the loans that I was not supposed to be paying off, but you know, it's nothing is fair in this business. So. Back in Tbilisi, in Georgia, my father brought me a VHS camera from Cyprus. So I was like 14 probably, and we started filming with my friends from the same building. And I got in love in all this filming thing. We would go up to a roof, do some short films, some news, some playing around. But my father he saw that I liked all this filming stuff, and he bought me another camera. I would do shots like wide, like close up, without understanding what I'm doing, just, you know, imagining. And I would play with VCRs, record on one, play on another, and VCRs had some like 6-second delays. I would calculate that. You know, the funny thing is that I know many people would do it because it's glamorous or something. Believe it or not, that's the least thing I care about. I just like the whole filmmaking idea. I was always into cameras, into the technical stuff, into, you know, I don't know why. I just always liked it. I'm thinking of doing the following, like waiting out a little bit when I'm a little bit more relaxed, when I have paid off this debt that drags me, and have some free time to write my own scripts and start filming my own movies and enjoy myself. That's the main thing at this point. So, as far as the filmmaking and just enjoy life, you know.